Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann resonance report for Saturday, May the 10th. I slept late today, guys. I'm so excited about it. Doesn't mean I wasn't up all night, but I slept late. Yeah. Okay, so here is the graph. All day yesterday, we were getting a lot of release energy. You can see this red kind of stitched into the green here. That is release energy. Intense, intense, intense release energy coming into all of those chakras, asking us to acknowledge those things that are holding us back and to let them go. We are still in that pattern this morning. If you look over here, starting at about 1 a.m. Central Time, we started to get some pretty intense mix of energy, both new and release energy. This is some of the most difficult to work with because your body is getting signals of both types of energy. For me, getting this type of energy can be exhausting for my body. I am thinking about things, my triggers are being pulled, I have ideas, and yet my body is exhausted and tired, and I want to rest. What I was told in meditation is this release energy is not playing around. It's not here to gently encourage you to release things. This is here to pull your triggers so that you will look at those triggers and examine them and see what the common theme is so that you can undo the trigger. Because very lovingly, your triggers are your problem. It is not anyone else's job to tiptoe around all the broken glass that you've dropped, friends. When you are dealing with your triggers, the thing I always encourage people to do is look for the common theme. The thing about triggers is they only have power when you don't know why they're there. Once you know that they are there and that it is a trigger you have for yourself, rather than separate yourself from the thing that causes the trigger to be pulled, it's better to deal with the trigger so you can put yourself in any situation and not feel like you're out of control, right? Physical symptoms for this are going to be different for everybody. For me, like I was saying, this makes me a little bit more sensitive to my triggers being pulled. I'm a little more sensitive, a little more reactive than I might like to be. But the white energy brings in new ideas and inspiration, trying to get you to work with these triggers and let them go. For me, I have some ideas today that I'm going to be working on, and I'm going out in the world today because it's beautiful, and I'm going to get some sunshine and really fill up my vibes. For those of you following along on the Septisync journey, I have talked to Ethan and I'm super excited. We're going to have a conversation. I'm going to try to get him some data. So if you are doing the Septisync tapes and you are one of my followers, start keeping track of your data. What tape you listened to, what time of day, how you felt before, how you felt after, and any extenuating circumstances. Were you in a different location? Did you have different food or anything like that? Keep track of that stuff, friends. This is how science works. All right, here's our cards for today. The reason our triggers are being pulled is because we have allowed those triggers to keep us in a place of feeling like helpless, of feeling apathy. Apathy is the opposite of joy. It's when you feel like you can't or don't want to do anything. Friends, your reluctance to deal with these triggers is what's keeping you in a state of misalignment. And while, yes, it may take some work, it does definitely lead to a place where you feel better, like you belong, you're celebrating and you're joyful. But you have to be willing to allow that to come forward, because liberation only comes when you stop being reluctant to deal with those things that are keeping you in a state of misalignment and do the work to bring you back into a better state of alignment, friends. This is where liberation comes from. And my guides are saying today, deal with these triggers, friends. Come on now. Look at that beautiful sunshine. It is an absolutely picture perfect day here today. I'm so excited. All right, so we are going to set our intentions here in the present moment and ground ourselves in Mother Earth and begin our day. Are you ready? Because I so am. Take a nice big deep breath in and release. Drop your shoulders and just remember that today is a great day. Look at this beautiful day. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to celebrate yourself today? How are you going to take your power back from the triggers that you have, friends? Today is your day. Embrace it. It's a great day. It's a great day.